stop. And we shot from the top. We're gonna be two hearts running wild. We're gonna be. We're gonna be two hearts running
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Welcome to the Armory. Welcome to Full Time Sports Network. Welcome to people on X as well. We're here to do the North London preview, which is obviously tomorrow. But we've got my wonderful Bob brother, which is the most exciting part of the weekend, if I'm honest. How are you doing, PB?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm very good. Yeah, looking forward to tomorrow's game. And yeah, it's we know it's going to be tough, but
yeah,
I still think we can come through.
Yeah, but it's North London derby, and it's form goes out the window.
It does.
It doesn't really matter who the better team is at the end of the day as well. Even if our players are better or their players are better, it doesn't matter. It's total zero neutral. The home team do tend to have the advantage of this. We'll get into that in a minute with the head-to-heads and stuff like that. But I got to be honest, I'm not looking forward to it.
Because of the injuries, suspensions?
The way that the transfer window ended, the way that the fans is like kind of not happy with the Arteta contract extension. Even I told everyone months ago it's going to be done. It's done. It's just Arsenal PR have this thing when there's too much bad news going around Arsenal. Let's shove some good news out there, people. Let's shove some good news out there.
Yeah.
And obviously with Odegaard out, it is what it is. These things happen. This is going to sound crazy, and I promise I'm not drunk today. I actually think it might be a benefit not having Odegaard, and I'll tell you why.
Yeah,
because he doesn't tend to show up in these games.
I said that earlier on today with a few people. Yeah,
I think because our deputy captain will be the one, and it's going to be Jorginho or someone like that who will be doing. I don't know who actually going to be the captain. To be fair, it might be Saka probably.
Yeah, probably. But
Jorginho will probably be on that pitch. I would have assumed. And he speaks way more than what Odegaard does, and gets angry, which I quite like. I like being angry, And I kind of feel a bit more confident because of that situation. I know it sounds weird because Odegaard is probably one of the better players. And I didn't say the best player, just so everyone's fully aware there. One of our better players. And I feel that him not being captain on that field is a bonus for us in a way. Only because I don't think he's even done that well this season yet, either, in my opinion. No. I haven't seen him show up yet.
He hasn't set the world light yet. I thought 2 seasons ago, he was brilliant. I thought that was his best season with us when the 22-23 season. I thought he was awesome. He took a while to get going last season, didn't he? And he did in the end. But yeah, I think this could be someone's chance. Yeah, someone's chance to basically stake a claim. I'm not saying they'll necessarily play in his number 10 role, because when he comes back, I mean, he's a club captain, course, and Arteta will put him back into the side. But yeah, someone's got to take their chance.
Well, this is the thing. Look. Obviously, no one knows what Arteta's thinking for tomorrow. I'm sure it's going to be Jorginho, Partey, and Havertz, or Trossard in that midfield of some sort. That's the way we're kind of expecting. But if I was him, if I was the manager, it'd be the one Neri, no doubt about it. Give him the chance.
Yeah,
I guarantee if he scored 4 goals, got a 10 out of 10, and Odegaard was fit for the next game, I guarantee Neri will still be dropped, just because that's the way it is. But it is what it is. Get into the comments. Big up to Chris. I know you've had a very bad day, mate, Chris. So I'm going to go very easy on you today. You've had 2 teams lost. One kind of maybe expected, the other one not so expected, I think. For people that don't know, Liverpool fan. Arsenal fans not looking forward to it. That's Arsenal definitely winning then. I'm just one of those. I've seen some Tottenham content. I've seen some Arsenal content about the North London derby. And I've always been one that respect your opponent. Now, I've seen a lot of disrespect regarding us, especially from... now, I know Dermot's in the channel, and it's not Dermot that was doing this. It was Mr. Brady. If you have a chance, Brenny, try and find Mr. Brady's video about it. It's interesting, I have to say. Definitely disrespect was there, but it is what it is. I don't do that. That's not what I do. I respect whoever it is, apart from Ipswich. I'm just, it's just the way I am. I'm not saying that. I'm not on a Tottenham channel. I'm not saying
neither am I.
That's not happening.
I don't even know what it says.
Yeah, it's I don't know what, it's some kind of weird language. I call Odegaard card in big games. So to be honest,
it's Klingon.
I would say he is definitely disappeared from about 90% of the big games, in my opinion. This is just my opinion. Everyone's entitled or anyone hunts me down.
Of course.
I just don't think he does enough. That's just me. I just don't think he does. I've seen comparisons, and it really angers me. And it kind of disrespects De Bruyne, in my opinion, that Odegaard is just as good as De Bruyne. I'm like, no.
No.
If someone offers me the chance tomorrow to swap De Bruyne for Odegaard, I'm going, see you later, Martin. Ta-ra. I'm like, what 100%. The hell is that?
Exactly. He turns up at the home games. I find that he does turn up at home games.
Yeah.
For me, he turns up at home games, but sometimes in away games when, I mean, one of the best away performances I thought he put on. I thought it was actually at White Hart Lane 2 seasons ago, where I thought he was brilliant. I thought he was brilliant, and I'm like, that's what I want to see from my captain. Well, sorry, for Arsenal's captain, because he's not my captain. Declan Rice would be my captain, but there you go.
All this my stuff is like, no, my club first. Thank you very much.
Exactly.
Not my. Oh God.
Yeah. It's like when you hear
big up to BX.
Say, my freaking manager.
Yeah. Well, let's see if he's manager at the end of the season when we haven't done anything. We'll wait and see. Big up to BX saying, come on, you Gunners. I'm more than happy to say that. Dermot coming back here. We're going to... Oh, jeez. I'm going to write it down.
Didn't he say that last time? Didn't he say that last time? And we went 3-0 up at half time.
Yeah, so he's more than welcome to say it.
Probably be the same again.
His wife... Oh, God, jeez. I've been to South London there, said... Come home.
Oh gosh.
People need to seriously look into the actual history, not the history that people like to read and they like to believe. Look into the actual history of it, and you'll actually work out what happened. You'll feel a little bit It's a bit darker than people like to put it out, I'll tell you. But
you know what it is, don't you? You know what it is, don't you? When he keeps going back to South London all the time, it's like because he's visited all the lovely restaurants down Old Kent Road. That's why he keeps going on about it. You
know? Dermot saying, big up legends, please like and subscribe. Yes, we've got 116 people currently watching, so please do like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it.
That's a legend right there.
Keeping clean sheet. Next joke, please. Slot weakness, which we were warned about, came alive today. Low block teams. It was, from what I've heard from a lot of Liverpool fans today, is not happy with the performance at all, which was quite shocking, I have to be honest. I didn't watch it, so I don't know. But yeah, big up to Tabs saying, evening, Bobby, evening, Bread. Hope you're well, lads. Hope you're doing well.
Yeah, they got out of jail today, I hear.
Yeah, it wasn't a very good performance by West Ham. To be honest, there's been a lot of bad performances today. I have to be honest. I know that Everton were 2-0 up, but I think it's now 2-2. I believe
it's 3-2. It's 3-2. Villa.
Oh, is it? Oh, well, good turnaround then. I was thinking that was a great. Not blaming Slot either. He didn't mess around with subs, but wrong players took off. Stinkers from Allison for goal and stinkers from our world-class players. No, it's all right. Look, some Tottenham fans and some Arsenal fans go in hard. They really do. I'm definitely not one of those. You know me well enough.
Dermo, you're an exception. You're an exception, mate.
Yeah,
seriously.
I respect people. I respect the team. You know, it is what it is. But yeah, big up to Boris saying he's usually Coast Guard, but this time he's no guard. Yeah, to be fair, like I'm sticking with this. I think we might see a better performance from us tomorrow. I think we might see a bit more control, because I feel everything has to go through Martin. So with him not being on the pitch, hopefully saying that, it just feels a bit more fluid, because I just feel everything has to go through Martin all the time, and it's like, just pass it to someone else. It's like that. Obviously, with me and Bren would have played football when we were kids. It's always had that one favourite, best player, and the ball always has to go to him no matter what. Just pass it. I'm like, at the end of the day, teams work you out. They just won't stop in then. Job done. Thank you very much. See you later.
I played with some super players. I played with some amazing players. Some of them who went on to, I think only one in particular I played with. I only played with him once at district level, and he went on to play for Brentford. Well, and then I think he just went to non-league.
Yeah.
But yeah, same age as me. I'm sure he played a few games for Brentford. I can't remember where he went to next, but I haven't seen him in years. But his name's Craig Ravenscroft. He was a brilliant player. Guy play up front. He could play midfield. He could play at the back. It was brilliant. Yeah.
Well, we have. How do we describe him? He's chirpy, little bit deluded. Very good friend of the show, Dermot.
Hello. I thought I'd just come in and give you a bit of a history on why you came to North London, which I only found out the other day, right? And I was watching this video.
Even
Mrs. Tron told me why you're watching it, because I found it so blooming hilarious. Now, can you name me a club, right, that builds a stadium near an open sewer, right? And then you're wondering why you weren't getting fans to the stadium. So what you did was, what your chairman did, he thought, very clever man. I have to give him credit where credit's due. You know, when respect's due, you have to give him respect. He went to West London. He thought, nah, that's not good enough. And I will agree with him there. Sharing it with Chelsea isn't a good idea. So he decided to go into North London. And of course, you got Barnet. Now, who are Barnet? Barnet, great North London club. And then he looked at Tottenham and thought, we can annoy the hell out of them.
London,
and they built a stadium, and then, of course, the rest is history. You came in, you bribed your way into the first division, and the rest is history. It is a bit dark, but I must say I have huge respect for you two as Arsenal fans.
His first 15 seconds, right? I thought he was talking about Millwall.
Was actually Brennan.
Unbelievable. It's crazy how these Tottenham fans just want to believe part of the story. Unfortunately,
it's on YouTube. I will send you the video. I find the link, Bobby, and I will send you it. It's the most funniest thing I've watched. When the man sat and he said it with a straight face, he said, "They built a stadium near an open sewer, and they're wondering why the fans won't come." And you're thinking, well, I think the open sewer might have something to do with it.
God,
honestly, and that's why you moved to North London,
right? Okay, if you say so. It's
my vote.
Yeah, exactly. It's the Tottenham version. That's what it always is. Yeah. I was going to quickly go through his comments anyway. Carlisle is Carlisle these days. I was like, whatever with that one PE teacher's in charge. Yeah, hopefully you get your new manager in now. More chance of Leclerc winning back-to-back races than Spurs keeping clean sheet, and that's a fact, says Chris. Today's just been weird. Liverpool losing at home. I actually wouldn't be shocked if it was away. Carlisle scoring 2 goals in the F1 qualifying chaos, getting to Norris and Red Bull. I've called out Trent today. I don't like him at the moment, thinking he's all massive with his swagger. When walking to corner flag, please humble yourself. Jeez, pick up to you, mate.
You want to try having Brendan Johnson in your squad. I think him and Trent are the same at the moment. He's got a swagger and they can't even cross a ball properly.
I don't know what's happened to him, because honestly, I would have taken him at Arsenal in a heartbeat. But I'm disappointed, to be honest, because I did think that he would be extremely good for you guys. But
I was his biggest supporter. I was his biggest supporter last year, and I just don't know where he cannot cross a ball. It's a bit like, I don't know. It's a bit like if you look at Saka, he's got the full package. He can cross a ball, he can dribble, he can attack his man, and that's what we want Brendan Johnson to do.
Yeah,
and I would love to have Saka at my team. If I could pick one Arsenal player, it would be Saka, because I think he's an exceptional winger. He really is.
He is. Me and Brendan discussed about this. I think sometimes he's got the shackles on. Sometimes for me,
he has at times.
Because he could take on a player, but I just don't think he's allowed to. I think he has to play the way that he plays. So yeah.
Well, we said already when he first broke with the first team, he showed us that.
Yeah,
he could do
exactly. Cross the ball very well, but for some reason, he just
doesn't playing on the left.
Yeah. Hey, we will give you him for 15 McDonald's nugget share box. Look, not happening. But don't forget, there are new share boxes now. There's those chicken selects and nuggets that you can get together.
If you chuck in a chocolate milkshake, then we've got a deal.
I've got chocolate milkshake in the fridge, actually.
Okay, you got it
after. Big up to Mohamed Zakaria saying Raheem to start. Well, we'll get on to him in a bit when the chosen lineups, because a few people have gone with
I agree, Mohamed. I agree.
And I'll be honest, from what I've heard, and I've got back from the data team, he is excelling in training. So he's very happy. He's enjoying it. Yeah. He's enjoying life. I don't think he's one of those where being at Chelsea has affected him too much, like a Havertz, where it took him a few games to get back out that Chelsea curse. I think Raheem will. Honestly, I do think he's going to be some signing for us. I know it's only a loan, and that's fine.
Yeah,
but I do think he's going to be some danger. I do think we might see him.
He's got credit in the bank.
He has got credit in the bank, and he's always has respect for Arsenal anyway as a club. So
yeah,
I have no issues with him, if I'm honest. Dermot, how long are you free for, mate?
I'm free for however you want me to be free.
Are you sure about
that? Yeah, I don't know what I've let myself into, but
you know what's coming at the end of the show.
Oh yes.
Challenge.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I've still got to commit. Oh yeah, that bet we had. I think you and me, Bobby, remember the bet?
Yes. Yes, because obviously for some bizarre reason you thought Ireland would actually beat England, and they didn't.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, and
I don't know why you thought that.
When Declan Rice scored, we were covering it on our new channel. I did say a few bleak words, but I give him respect. He didn't celebrate, and I'll give him respect for that.
I'll be honest. When I found out that it was Grealish and Rice both scoring, I did laugh. To be honest,
I had visions in my head. Right, you and Brenny sitting there watching it, thinking the devil, going, we told you.
It was so funny. It was those two specific players.
Look, Simon Jordan, I got a problem with him. He called us useless. Right, I'm allowed to call my national team useless because we are useless.
Yeah, but it's just.
I mean, I want the manager out already. I see no improvement in what we're trying to do. Yeah, but my little wet team from Wexford have reached the semi-finals of the Irish version of the FA Cup.
Oh, well done.
I'm happy for my little county.
Awesome. Perez out qualifying for Verstappen, so let's leave that out there. By the way, it's still awful from Red Bull. All these people saying good qualifying, they are champions. What the F are they on about? The Irish were defeated by the Irish.
Yeah.
Right.
It's the only time I've seen the Aviva full, and it was great to see the atmosphere. It was great to see the banter between the English and the Irish fans. There wasn't any problems.
No.
And that's what it's all about. It's all about banter. It's all about having fun. It's all about building up to the game. And that's what it should be. And even building up to this game, I can have banter with you and Brenny and you with vice versa. And that's what football's all about. And that's what it should be all about. It's all about banter and having fun.
It's when people get too deep and personal.
Yeah.
It's like, come on.
Yeah.
It's football.
I do apologise about that pre-record. I have taken it down, by the way.
He's a cheeky little man, isn't he? Little man.
I have taken it down, so I can only apologise for that. I'm very sorry.
He's such a cheek. Lee Dermott once manager gone already. He would be like Luca, though. Arsenal and MK. Oh, don't talk about Luca. Yeah. I saw him having a meltdown because Arteta signed a new contract. What do you want him to run out the contract and he just leaves just like that when there's other clubs that are going to want him? I don't. Yeah, you tie your manager down so at least if he does get sacked, if he does because he can, we get some compensation out of it. So you've got to protect yourselves. But it is what it is. Right, let's actually get on to this now. Head to heads. This is from the start of the Premier League. I don't do before that. Played Tottenham 64 times, 24 draws, 15 Tottenham wins, 13 at home, just a 2 away. 25 Arsenal wins, 18 at home, 7 away. As I said, home advantage is a big thing here. Do you think that's going to help you tomorrow, Dermot?
Yeah, I think it is. I think I wanted to. Do you remember when we beat you 2-1 or 2-0 when we got Champions League over you guys a couple of years ago?
Yeah.
That's the atmosphere I want tomorrow because that really frightened your Arsenal. Now, to be fair, Arsenal have toughened up since then, and you've got more strength. But I feel a rock in White Hart Lane. We can beat anyone. Home advantage is so important tomorrow, and we've got to make that atmosphere as point, but as toxic and as intimidating as we can. Because it is a North London derby, and it does matter. It does. Yeah. Pride matters. And as much as us three joke about, for them 90 minutes, I want to beat you, and you want to beat me. And that's what it is.
I don't want to beat you. I want Arsenal to beat Tottenham, just so I'm getting that.
Yeah, and I don't want to beat you either. But you know what I mean.
People will clip this and use it in some other context. That's what
I know. I know. Sorry. But you know what I mean. It's like,
I know what you mean.
For them 90 plus minutes, Tottenham want to beat Arsenal and Arsenal want to beat Tottenham. It's North London. It's pride. It's bragging rights.
Well, it's also, we want 3 points. We've got things to do.
We've got a title challenge to get back into.
Oh, jeez.
I believe in my manager. My manager says we're in the title challenge. We're in the title challenge.
Well, to be honest, everyone is at the moment. So, Spurs want Nuno back tomorrow at 5 p.m. What's your space, says Jerry?
Can I say, Jerry? The Garden Gnome. They've actually the Garden Centres are sold out of Garden Gnomes, so just wait for a replacement. He will not be coming back to
Tottenham. Beat the high line with pace. Yeah, that is something that obviously Tottenham. Defensively for you guys is a concern, isn't it? Because the way that you do that high line. If I don't think Arteta will ever do this.
Well,
if he took the restraints off Saka, Martinelli, and whoever he plays at the number 9, takes them off, those 3 would just go at your defence and just call you havoc. But I don't think we will, because that's not how Arteta plays. He likes controlled football. But so, Brenny, were you going to say something to that, mate?
Yeah, because that's like what happened last season when Saka scored the second goal at White Hart Lane, beating that high line.
You know? Yeah, and obviously depending on who you've got fit tomorrow, because obviously we'll get into the injuries in a bit. Van der Ven possibly could not make it. It's still a doubt at the moment, but we'll see. Right, let's move on to the next slide. Obviously, recent meetings. Dermot, you're going to enjoy this page. Tottenham 2, Arsenal 3. Arsenal 2, Tottenham 2. Tottenham 0. Arsenal 2. Arsenal 3. Tottenham 1. And then that other one happened. Yeah. Is that good reading for you, Dermot?
It's great. That's great reading to go to bed with.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, it hasn't been great, lads. To be fair, it just hasn't really been great. Yeah, can we quickly move on from that screen, please?
Are you sure? Because the next one's form guide, and I'll be honest.
Oh, Jesus. It's even worse.
Now, I'll quickly go into ours. Obviously, our last game was against Brighton as 1-1. I think if Declan Rice wasn't sent off, I think it would have been a different story. He still deserved the red card. I don't care what any Arsenal fan wants to say to me. He still deserved it. He shouldn't have done it. Simple as that. He knew that. That's why he apologised. So Arsenal fans need to calm down. It was a red card. It was stupid, very light. I don't think the first yellow was a yellow, if I'm honest. But what he did to get the red card was stupid. It is what it is. Now, Tottenham. Obviously, you lost 2-1 to Newcastle, but I think that's one of your bogey teams, isn't it, when it comes to going away there?
Undeservedly as well. We dominated that game.
I know. It was quite funny when I looked. Because I didn't watch the game, but I looked at the stats. I was like, what?
To be fair, we've dominated all 3 games. We could be on 9 points, same as you lot. Leicester, we should have won. It's all about taking chances. We didn't. If we took our chances, we would have got 3 out of 3. I think Newcastle caught us out because of a high line. But look, it is what it is. Form really doesn't matter much going into these games.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Me and Brad said that right at the beginning. It doesn't matter who's got the better squad. Even if you had it or we had it, if we were like 10 games unbeaten, you were 10 games without a win. That don't mean a bugger all when it comes to this game.
We even beat you with Jerry Francis as manager, and that says it already back in the day.
Let's see what's Jerry saying here. Seriously, this is the worst Spurs side. Aussie nearly relegated Spurs stat. Don't lie. Since last November, won 5 games. Does anyone know my favourite stat in football? I don't know.
Liverpool winning.
It's the scoreline. That's my favourite stat. That's fair enough. To be fair,
Liverpool.
It is, because at the end of the day, you want 3 points. It don't matter, because me and Brett have been through some really horrendous wins, but at the end of the day, they were wins, so it don't matter.
So many, we've been through hundreds of them.
If the Gunners are half decent, they should bag 4 goals tomorrow. I'd love to bag 4 goals, if I'm honest, but I don't. I'm more nervous than I've ever been for a North London derby. I don't know why.
Show it. You don't know it.
I haven't been that confident this season yet. Unfortunately, I've not been that confident.
And I'm more confident for tomorrow than I've ever been. Funnily enough,
our window wasn't the way that, and I know Tottenham's wasn't exactly the same way. It was exactly the same way. It wasn't the window that Tottenham wanted, but we didn't do as enough for me. And I don't. I spoke to G about this privately. Oh, big up to G. He's 40th today as well. So happy birthday, G.
Happy birthday, G. As we want tonight.
Happy birthday. The 40's the new 30.
Exactly. Well, definitely for G. Anyway, you should see him. He don't look 40.
No.
What was I saying? I can't remember. Oh, but for me, and I said this to G, I feel we've actually got a weaker squad than last season. It's mad to even think that that's what the situation is, but I think we have.
Yeah.
Because we just, you get a couple of injuries, you're screwed. Look at us now. We've got suspension, injury. Well, 2 injuries, maybe 3. Got Calafiori's got a knock. Odegaard ankle. Marino broken. Is it his collarbone or something? Something like that. And it's something up here. He's out for a few weeks. It's just ridiculous. And this is the Arteta way. He wanted a small squad, but the problem is people get injured. I don't want small squads, if I'm honest. I like that. Take full advantage of the 25-man squad. Take full advantage of it because you never know when they might be needed. A boxing could nominate all 11 rounds of 12 round fight. Then cut down. They're the type of boxing matches I like watching, to be fair. Right, let's get into the injury list as we're talking about it. Richarlison is out for definite. Basuma is a doubt. Van der Ven is a doubt. Solanke is a doubt.
I've heard slightly different. I've heard Van der Ven and Solanke could start.
Yeah, well, this is why
if they come through training today.
To be fair, most of these doubts do tend to start. I've had loads of them, which is why I put doubts in the end. But you just never know. One bad night and it could all change. But Basuma, I've heard, could start as well. So I don't know.
He's got a lot to make up for, to be fair. He has a lot.
I know, I know there's a lot of personal stuff with that one. For Arsenal, Tomiyasu is out, Tierney is out, Marino's out, Odegaard is out, Calafiori is a doubt, and Jesus is a doubt. But I've heard Jesus possibly could start tomorrow. And Rice is suspended. Finally, another page before we get on to the chosen lineups. Oh no, before we get on to talking about Tottenham more. So Tottenham are where they belong, 12th. Sorry, mate, I had to do it. 1-1, drawn 1, lost 1. Goals scored 2 per match. Goals conceded per match is 1. Chances created is 2.33 per game. 1 clean sheet. Arsenal were in 5th. Now, this was at the end of the 5 o'clock kickoffs. Obviously, Aston Villa, Everton, they might have changed the positions. I'm not sure. We've won 2, drawn 1, lost none. Goals scored per game is 1.67 for us. Goals conceded is 0.33. Chances created per game is 3. 2 clean sheets. So I'll be honest, mate. What have you made of Tottenham so far, Dermot? Have you been happy or you been quite disappointed so far?
Look, I've been frustrated. I think that's the word I would use, frustrated. Look, we won 3 games last season playing really badly, and we went on that 10-game unbeaten run. We've been playing really well. We just haven't taken our chances. And if you don't take your chances in the Premier League, you will be punished. It's as simple as that. Yeah. I think it's very early for people calling for Ange's head or Ange see Christmas. I think it's ridiculous. Yeah. I think we've yet to see what Solanke could do. I was very underwhelmed by that signing from Solanke, but I will have to see what happens. I was over the moon with Bergville and how Archie Gray have settled into the team as well. I think they've settled in really well. Yeah. So look, if we get a win tomorrow, that can springboard us then to Coventry then during the week and then on. If we lose tomorrow, I think the knives are going to be really out for Ange and the pressure really will be on. And then the pressure is going to really be on the game on Wednesday. But look, we had a perfect start last season. We went on a 10-game unbeaten run. It's 3 games gone. It is what it is. But I've been impressed how we've played. I'm more frustrated. I'm just how we haven't took our chances, and that's how I feel. Yeah. But Ange will get it right. I know what Ange can do, and I know Ange will get it right, and I'm fully Ange in Ange we trust, and I hope he does, but I can understand why a lot of the fans now are getting a bit twitchy, and I'm just hope Daniel Levy doesn't get twitchy. That's just my only worry.
Bobby, what do you think of the £400 million Spurs have spent? Over what kind of windows is that? Is that 2 windows or 3
That's
windows?
3 windows.
That's 3 windows.
Yeah.
It's just bad luck for me. I thought Basuma was a great signing. Just hasn't been brilliant. Brennan Johnson, I still don't get it. It's like you got that Chelsea curse. You sign someone, he goes through the door, and all their powers have been wiped. It's so weird with Brennan because honestly, I would have taken him from Forest myself. Maddison again. I would have paid Maddison and Odegaard before people says, "Oh, well, you're a Maddison fan." Maddison and Odegaard in the same midfield would have been so dangerous, ridiculous. But I don't know what's happened. Pedro Porro, I like him. I don't know. I just don't. I don't get it. I don't. You could ask me about Chelsea, and I'm like, they've signed some great players, but for some reason, all their powers get wiped as soon as you go through that door. I don't know what it is. I just don't get it anymore at the moment. There's so many signings that I go, wow, what a signing that is. You watch him play and you go, what the fucking hell was that? And I'm like, to be honest, even Arsenal have done it a few times. We've done it a few times. It happens. It's mad. Top of the table, Gateshead losing 6-1, 7-1 in the end, says Chris. People want Rob Elliott as Nets Carlisle head coach. I've heard it's Liam Richardson. That's what I've heard. I think that's his name, Liam Richardson. But yeah, don't quote me on it, but that's what I've heard. It's going to be Liam. Nuno went for a lot less, says Jerry. Yeah, I can't remember what happened back then. I think you started well, didn't you? Weren't you at top of the league for a few games and then it all went Pete Tong? I can't remember. If we spend £50 million and they flop at Spurs like Son was 22 and look at him and Harry came through the academy after coming through ours, look at Porro, Mickey, Udogie, Sarr. Now, Udogie and Sarr, I would take Sarr in a heartbeat. I love that kid. I think he's quality. Van der Ven, I'll be honest. Now, this comes from me watching the Netherlands play a lot, the under-21s as well, and I watch a lot of Bundesliga. I'm never that keen on him. There was something about him. I'm not sure about you as a centre-back. So I've still got my question marks on him, if I'm honest. Porro, I like him a lot. But obviously we've got Ben White. Udogie, I take him in a heartbeat as well, if I'm honest. But yeah, you've got some good players that you've signed.
Yeah.
Vicario, great signing as well, by the way. Solanke, I wouldn't have paid that much. I think he's a decent striker. I wouldn't want him at Arsenal, if I'm honest. 65 million quid? Nah, not for me. Bilbao 3 to the points tonight. Yeah, so they win 3-2 then, did it? Is that how it ended? 3-2. I know Duran got the third.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Brilliant stuff. Right, let's move on to talk about Tottenham as Dermot's here. He can enjoy this. Because I am always nice about you when it comes to this club.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to talk about Pedro Porro. He's very dangerous on the attack, Pedro Porro.
He is. He's the linchpin of our attack down that wing. He really is.
Defensively, question marks sometimes, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Now, it depends on who we're playing on the left, because I'll be honest, and I think Brady will be the same. I don't know who we'd go with tomorrow, Martinelli or Trossard. It's one of the two.
Yeah.
I think against Porro, I'd probably want Martinelli just because he's my dirty winger. You just don't know what he's going to do sometimes. Now, sometimes that doesn't always pan out well, but I like it. You just don't know what he's going to do. You might just take him on and Porro just clatters him. You don't know. Christian Romero, I can't stand the guy, if I'm honest, but defensively, he's good.
I love him.
He's one of those players that's way too close to always getting a yellow card. Way too close. I don't like those type of players.
But if you and Brenny, if you had him in your team, you'd be loving him. He'd be a player you'd love. He's one of them players that
I don't like dirty players, if I'm honest.
If you had a player that got down in the trenches, you're 1-0 up and you need to protect the lead. Like a bit like a Tony Adams or a Steve Bowl back in the day,
I'm not putting. Tony Adams, Steve Bowl, love. Romero is just he annoys me. He annoys. I've got players that play for Arsenal now that annoy me. Jesus annoys me. Jesus annoys me a lot, actually, if I'm honest.
Jesus annoys everyone, but there you go.
Because he just rolls over a lot.
Yeah,
Saka annoys me sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, he goes over way too easily than he should. And I'm always honest. I just because I support Arsenal doesn't mean I have to support every single part of it. I will be critical when I need to be. But Romero's just I don't know about you, Bren. Would you have him at Arsenal? Because I don't think I wouldn't.
I don't think he's a bad player. Sometimes you need a player, don't you, who is dirty, will get you a few cards. You don't want someone who's going to get you like 3 or 4 reds in a season.
Yeah,
you don't want those type of centre halves. You don't want them. You know,
we've got our dirty with Gabriel, haven't we?
Yeah. But
imagine a defence of Gabriel and Romero. Oh,
yeah.
God. That'd be a nightmare.
But he has calmed down a lot since he's got the vice captaincy, though.
Yeah.
To be fair to him, he has come down. And look, I love Romero. I think everyone for me is. I just love the player. I love it. I love his attitude. I love the way he's an old type footballer that will put his foot in.
Yeah.
But he wears his heart in his sleeve. He wears the club badge with pride. And that's all you can ask for a player. True.
Yves Bissouma, I'll be honest, I would have taken him from Brighton as well. But hey-ho, it is what it is. He's now at Tottenham. Obviously, he's got other issues, but this is football. He's a pain in the arse sometimes, isn't he, Bissouma? So yeah, it could be a problem, especially as we don't have Odegaard. Obviously, I don't know who we're going to put there tomorrow. But yeah, I think Bissouma. I think this is where we might lose the game, and it's going to be midfield. That's my worry, is that we'll lose the midfield tomorrow. And normally, if you lose the midfield battle, you normally lose the game. So that's my fear. Maddison, how can I not put him in now? I would have always taken him. I still would take him. He's deadly from set pieces most of the time. He's got a beautiful delivery. Obviously, I know he's not playing because I've heard a lot of criticism about Maddison this season already. I was looking at the stats and all the gumph about him and all the data that I get to read, and I'm like, I don't. It doesn't match from what I'm hearing from the Tottenham fans. I'm like, he looks like he's having a good season to me, but obviously I don't watch him in a game in and out. Dermot, what have you made of Maddison this season?
Just quickly on Bissouma, before I got to Maddison, very quickly. I think Bissouma has an awful lot to prove, and I think he will prove it. I like him as a player. I think there is a player there. He just goes missing. But I think after what he's been through, I think he's come back a different player. I think he's realised his responsibilities, and the way he played against Everton, the way he was playing against Newcastle, I think he's now starting to realise I'm very privileged here. So look, I'll back Bissouma for a redemption all the way. Maddison, I can understand the criticism because he does go missing in games. And he has gone missing in games, but Maddison will always come up with a pass, or he will come up with a free kick or something to get you in the game again. But I'm glad we got Maddison. I've always liked Maddison, even though he's at Leicester. I've always liked him. He just needs a bit of consistency, in my opinion. That's all he needs. And if he gets that, then I think we've got a great player. He's the one that sparks it for me.
Yeah, fair enough, mate. I'd like to get your opinion because obviously I'm doing this as an Arsenal fan. A lot of people don't believe I can be non-biased, but I am. But I'd rather get your opinion. And how can I not talk about him? He's one of our nemesis. One of them's gone, thankfully. He's now in Germany, but we've still got the other one, Son. Now I loved him because obviously he played for my Dortmund, so I've always got a soft spot for him anyway. But when he's on it, he's on it. When he's not on it, he's definitely not on it. But so far, he's doing all right this season. Dermot, obviously, if he hasn't, then please do.
No, he has. He's our captain. He's the player. Look, Iris got an awful lot of respect for Sonny. I think Sonny's great for the club. He's great for football. He's an inspiration to a lot of different younger players to show if you dedicate yourself to the game, what can be done.
Yeah.
And he's a great inspiration to the youngsters coming through, to Mikey Moore, Lancashire, and all them players as well. I'm sure if he went to Arsenal, you would love him as much as we love him at Spurs. He's in the last year of his contract this year, I think, coming up the end of this season. So will he be here next season? That's the question. Will he sign a new deal? Will he go off to South Korea to finish off his career there? Who knows? But he's been a great servant for Tottenham. He really has.
Yeah. I know a lot of Arsenal fans will probably hate him just because he's a Tottenham player, but I think he's been brilliant for you guys.
I think he's been a great advert for the Premier League as a whole.
Yeah, definitely.
What I will say is the South Korea fans. Obviously, we've got Hwang here for Wolves. We've got a massive fan support that come over here just to watch Hwang. So I'm guessing the same for Son as well.
Yeah, it is.
They are so brilliant fans. They are absolutely amazing. Incredible people, really are.
And we've got this youngster coming from South Korea as
well. That one is definitely someone to watch out for, because he's meant to be better than Son and everyone else. There's a lot of raves around him.
I've seen a little bit of him, and by God, he's going to be the next thing. And I think that's great because Sonny recommended him.
Yeah, so there's a lot of great hope for him.
I love our South Korean fans. Though you see them at Tottenham, right? And they're the most joyous, happiest fans you'll ever see in the world. They're really funny, and you understand with them. And they don't know you found them. They start talking to you, and they get involved with the singing and the bantering. And they're great crack. They really are. Honestly.
Oh, quite fantastic. Chris saying here, if it's Liam Richardson, then perfect. He fits the bill. Worked with Jordan Jones and Charlie Wyke at Wigan, and when promoted to Championship, that's music to my ears. That's what I've heard. Hopefully this week you should get confirmation of it. I feel it would have cost less if Liverpool didn't have the sell-on clause. What was like 20% or something. So that was it was a hefty sell-on clause that Liverpool had. Porro and Udogie are wing-backs for me, not good defensive-wise. Agree. Romero has down tools long ago, says Jerry. Okay. For an F1 crash test, then Romero is your man. That's my opinion on it. Midfield battle is your bread and butter duel. If it's Carlisle, then it's defence battle. Watch out for our 45-minute merchant coming off the bench in Brennan Johnson. Son loves scoring in big games too. He does, especially against us. I don't see him ever going to Saudi or going to another Premier club. He has too much loyalty and respect, like Park Ji-sung. I could possibly see him maybe going either to their league back over there. I can't know if it's called the K League, is it?
It is,
sure. Or going back to Germany, which I can see him doing, to be honest.
I can see him going back to Dortmund, you know.
Oh, please do. More than happy. Dortmund
please
need all the help we can get.
Leipzig, please. I want
anything will do in my club at the moment. But anyway, let's move on to the next important part, the battles. We're going to start with the bouncers. That's obviously the midfielder. I'm going to guess it's Thomas Partey for us, and I'm guessing Masuma will start. 53% of Jules. Masuma's won so far. Partey, and I think me and Brenny could probably say this, Partey's not been great so far this season. Do you hope that Partey turns good again, Brenny, or do you think this could be the end of his best?
I think you know what? I think he still can. I know when there's those that said the legs are gone. I don't think there is. For me, I find that there's things that he does. You can see what he does on the ball and off the ball as well. I think he's still an important player. But for me, I think this will probably be his final season at the Arsenal.
Yeah, I can see it happening. We'll move on to the goalkeepers, David Raya and Vicario for you guys. Saves per game, 90% for Raya, 57% for Vicario. The top percentages, the passing accuracy now, for obviously for the way that Arsenal play, it's important that it's high. David Raya still needs to improve on that. 64% isn't good enough in my opinion. Vicario, 88%. It's beautiful. Let's move on to goal conversion. Now, obviously, I've had to take out for the Magic Maker. I've had to take out Odegaard because obviously Odegaard definitely will not play tomorrow. But goal conversion, Heung-min Son, it's 40% so far. Obviously, it's very high. We're literally 3 games in. It will probably drop unless you're Haaland, then it might go up. But yeah, 3 goals, 2 goals, 3 games, 2 goals for Heung-min Son. Same for Kai. Now I'm still going to love that goal that he scored. Was it against Brighton? The loopy one. Beautiful.
Yeah.
I just love Kai. I really do. I'm so glad it's all working out for him now, because obviously people were not happy when we signed him. I knew he was a good player, but it's just nice to see him happy, and that's the main thing for me. Kai's not someone that is too much personality, but you can see that he's happy enough, and that does me, if I'm honest. So yeah, and obviously the magic maker, obviously it's going to have to be Saka, not Odegaard, but to be fair, Saka's been making assists himself, so he's not doing too bad. I just see Tequila. Seriously. Madison not doing too bad himself. What kind of analysis is that, Tequila? Screw Arsenal. It's
a tequila special.
It is. You know, there's me being very fair. Tequila just comes in, screw Arsenal. Excellent, thank you. You'd make a great Monday Night Football.
He would. He'd be the Gary Neville or the Roy Keane of the Friday Night Football. Like
he would. Imagine he goes to Bayern, so it's Dias. Oh God, no. Oh no, I don't. Son is too nice. He wouldn't go to Munich.
I still can't believe Eric Dyer went to Bayern Munich. I still can't believe he got that move. To be fair,
I still can't believe he starts for Munich.
Wow.
I don't get it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he must have some dirt. He must have some dirt somewhere. I don't know what it is.
On Harry Kane or something.
It's got to be. Anyway, I'm going to go into chosen lineups for everybody now. So I'll see you in a moment. Okay, so we're going to quickly run through these. Brent, we're going to do quick marks on these, mates, because I want to get onto the challenge. Because the challenge has become more fun since Dermot's joined. I can't wait for that now. So we're going to start with your team first, because I had a feeling you might be able to be free. So I've made sure that yours was first. Also chosen by Boo and Saf as well, though. So you went Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Timber at left back, Jorginho, Partey, Havertz, Saka, Sterling, Jesus. What are you going to give that as a rating?
8.
An 8. Now, I'm going to quickly ask you, because obviously there's a couple of people that have gone for Sterling. Not as many as I thought there would be. Your reason for starting Sterling?
You know what? They were saying that, Sterling can be like an understudy to Saka, so he could play on the right. But then Sterling can play right, he can play on the left. He's been in the false 9.
Yeah.
I just think starting him tomorrow, I think he'd make a good impression if he did. Saka, as we know, will, he, for me, he's a starter, no doubt. But I just think also it could also awaken. I hope it to awaken the beast in Martinelli and Trossard for more competition. You know what
I'm hoping
it can help them as
Sterling is that he teaches Martinelli a few things about how to be a winger, how to do the attacking role, keep your head up type thing as well. Because Sterling, as much as some people don't like him, and I get it, I get why. My partner definitely does not like him, but he is a talented player, and I think Martinelli could learn a few things off him. And I hope that that's what this season at least does. It helps Martinelli become a better winger, because he's got some characteristics that's perfect, but he does need to hone some skills sometimes. And I hope Sterling just helps him on the training field with that, because he's getting to that age where he's getting close to, like, it's nearly hang up my boots time. So I'm hoping that's what he's doing with Martinelli. Well, that's what I'm hoping anyway. I don't know about you, mate.
Yeah, I think I agree. I mean, because you'd always get that, don't you? I'm sure in most training grounds, any club, you'd always get those that have that experience that would pass it on to those a lot younger than themselves. It could be anything. I'm sure it was like it's like your defenders. I know Tony Adams. I'm sure David O'Leary used to speak to Tony Adams, and then years later it'd be Adams speaking to other centre halves. Like it'd be having like encouraging the likes of say Matthew Upson, for example.
Yeah, literally the same defender I had in my head actually was Matthew Upson.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So
no, I agree.
It'll work out well.
Right, we'll move on to the next one. We'll quickly rate these so we can get some challenge because the challenge. I can't wait. Okay. John, Dionisio, Dominic, Jimmy, Takahiro, Daniel, Miguel R have gone with Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Timber, Partey, Zinchenko, Nwaneri, Saka, Trossard, and Jesus. What are you giving that rating, please, mate?
I would say I would have to give that. I'd have to give that a 7.
No, fair enough.
The reason being is just quickly. It's mainly because Trossard's in different form. I like the midfield. I really do like the midfield. Nwaneri. I would love to see Nwaneri. Wouldn't have any arguments whatsoever from Arteta if he started him tomorrow.
No, nor would I, mate. I've got plenty to say on the next one. Chosen by Jonathan Carlos, Sam H, Stephen D, Rene, and Vic. They're going with Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, can't defend. Partey, Timber, Havertz, Saka, Trossard, and Jesus. What are you giving that one as a rating, please, mate?
Mine is 3.5.
Oh dear.
3.5.
Oh dear. Gosh,
I don't like that.
I'd have swapped Timber for Zinchenko there.
Yeah, well, I can't tell people what to do, unfortunately. I wish I could. Make my life a lot easier.
Oh, no, that'd have to be... Gosh.
I hate this one. I really hate this one.
Go on, give it a low one, Brandy. Go on, give it a low one. Go on. You know you want to.
You know what? I'm gonna have to be a bit nasty and go for a 6.
Nah, that's fine, mate. That's fine.
Yeah.
I would have gone for a 5.
We're quite nice on here. We try and be as nice as we can.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
tell you one thing. I agree with Brenny's first for the first one, the rating you gave, by the way. I think Sterling could cause a problem tomorrow if he starts.
Yeah.
I really do. I think he starts ahead of Trossard, in my opinion.
Yeah.
As a football fan, not as a Spurs fan, but as a football fan, I think Sterling starts ahead of Trossard tomorrow.
I love it. I really would actually love it. I'd be so delighted. I'd be so proud of Arteta if he did it, but I don't think he's brave enough.
But can I ask you a question about Sterling? Do you feel he goes down too easy? And do you feel that might rub off on Saka a little bit?
Oh, Saka goes down easily already.
Yeah, he does. Yeah,
sorry, I'm honest.
Yeah,
but do you feel?
No, well, it's true.
Feel Sterling
honesty
goes
is the
down
best
too
policy.
Easy? Do you feel it goes down too easy?
I promise it's the nature of the game.
Sometimes I've seen, yeah. You know, if you guys have been where I was today at my local club, you should have seen the opposition. Oh my gosh, they were going down. They were going down just any opportunity, even though we won. You know, we won the duels, and they were just going down. One of them I thought was dead. And then he somehow after 3-4 minutes, he rose again from the dead. The way he went down.
Lazarus.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? It was like, wow. Yeah.
Right, let's get through these because I can't wait for the challenge.
He's looking forward to this challenge. I've never seen Bobby so
excited. You're on. It's your one. That means you get to choose 6 Arsenal players. Brenny gets to choose 5 Tottenham players. What's not to love?
Oh God, I remember this from last year.
What's not to love?
Oh no, not again.
Florence, Max, Tom GB, Sean, Simon, Steve B, and the silver one have gone with Rayo, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Timber, Partey, Zinchenko, Saka in the number attacking midfielder role. Sterling on the right, Martinelli on the left, Havertz up top. Brenny, what are you going to do this one? Is an 8.
8. I'm loving that.
Yeah, so am I.
It's Zinchenko in midfield that I'm loving. I don't want to see him at left back.
No, I'd never want to see him at left back.
No, sorry, I just said I don't want to see him at left back, but I'm loving the midfield. I'm loving the number 8.
No, I love it. Yeah.
That midfield scares me.
Well, we'll see what happens, mate. I don't think it's going to be like that at all. I don't think Arteta will ever be that brave.
No. I'd actually give that an 8.5 if I was an Arsenal fan.
Well, halves don't exist on the Armory.
We don't do halves.
I don't do halves. You either go one way or the other.
I agree with Brenny. Then it's an 8.
We drink halves. We drink halves, but we don't do halves.
No, me and Brenny just drink Pucci. That's all me. Me and Brenny drink Pucci.
Right, next team chosen by Shelley, Romain, Tom A, TJ, Mohammed, and Tom. You got Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Timber, Partey, Zinchenko, Havertz, Saka, Martinelli, and Trossard up top. What are you giving that one, mate?
Trossard up top. I'm going 7.
7, excellent stuff. Next one, Claire, Andrew, Sophia, Albert, Emmanuel, and Gums have gone with Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Timber, Jorginho, Partey, Trossard, Sterling, Saka, and Havertz. What are you going with that one, Brent?
I think Trossard playing in a number 10 for me would be better than on the left or on the right or up front. It's not a bad shape as well as Jorginho and Partey in a number 8. So Havertz. Yeah, I'm going with 8. 8 for this one.
Excellent stuff. Next one. Chosen by Tim, Ricky, Miguel, M, Nicholas, Mark, Tristan, and Ayo. They've gone Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Zinchenko, Waneri, Saka, Martinelli, Trossard. Jesus
Christ. Oh dear.
That's a great lineup. I give that 9.
Sod off.
Oh, please. Oh, you know what? If that was part of a challenge, and then someone put Zinchenko at left back, that is a Bobby Booby right there.
Yeah, it is.
Bobby Booby
no one should ever put Zinchenko at left back for these challenges because you will automatically get fail.
Yeah.
That's a great lineup. I don't know if you guys complaining. That's a brilliant lineup.
Yeah, for a Tottenham fan, it would be. Yeah.
I'm giving that 10. Well done, Tim, Ricky, Manuel, Nicholas.
If we was at home at Southampton, I would have gone with a 7. But we're away at White Hart Lane. You can't have that at left back. I'm sorry, that's a 6. No.
Okay, mate. Choose the next one. Michael, Anthony, Rose, Matt, Jason, Laura, and Liam have gone with Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Timber, Partey, Trossard, Havertz. I don't like this. Saka, Martinelli, Jesus. What the hell's that?
This is a 10 for
God,
me.
what the hell's that?
Lineup.
It's Partey, and then he's playing with 2 10s.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Oh dear, David. See, there's not even an 8 there. Wow.
Hang on, guys.
Sorry,
I get some breaking news, Brenny. You Never Walk Alone's been played at Highbury by Arteta for tomorrow. That is your lineup, by the way.
Oh my gosh.
Oh dear.
You know what? He's playing it to win, and win's giving it this.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing.
How did you feel when that was played on your documentary, when you heard that? How did you feel like when you heard that, when you saw that in that documentary?
I felt like buying some pedigree chum and looking for a poor stray dog.
Arteta's got some very strange tactics. His training methods, his psychology that he gets into, like the olive tree that grows for whatever army reason he's come up with. Winnie, I do love. Winnie is a beautiful dog. Who doesn't love a chocolate Labrador? And to be fair, all the players love Winnie. Women's teams,
do you know what it is?
They all love him.
I think you see, Dermo. I think Mikel's after a cat named Title. That's probably what's going to happen next.
Yeah, we've got a manager wants one of them as well, but we'll wait and see on that.
Right, Brent, you got to rate this stupid lineup here.
Oh, that's a 6.
Yeah,
I'm being nice.
Yeah, that's
very nice today in these lineups, Brenny. I have to say, you've been very polite.
I know.
All right, let's move on to the next one, chosen by John, Ken, Vinay, Richard R, Holly, and Kelly. They've gone with Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Timber, Partey, Zinchenko, Trossard, Saka, Martinelli, and Jesus. It's a bit better.
7 for me. 7 for me.
Yeah, it's a bit better.
If I can give a rating, I'd give that a 6.
Of course you would. See, I can see how it's working with Dermot.
I'm actually trying to be balanced here. I'm actually looking at the lines up, and I'm actually trying to. Yeah, I agree with Brenny. Give it a 7. I agree with Brenny. I see where he's getting at there.
He's trying to make this challenge last as long as he's looking up the Arsenal team at the moment. That's what he's taking time. He's got to choose 6
Why would I want to
players.
look up the Arsenal team? Seriously.
Because that's the challenge.
Oh, yeah, I've got bits of the fuckers. Oh, shit.
Right, we're on the final 3 now. So Steve L, Jack, Will, James H, Guy, and Terry have gone with Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Timber, Jorginho, Partey, Waneri, Saka, Martinelli, and Jesus. What are we giving that one as a rating, mate?
Well, I like that. 8 for me for that one.
8. Richard G, Stephen C, Ben, Everton, and Canners have gone with Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Timbers, Jorginho, Partey, Havertz, Saka, Martinelli, and Trossard.
Strong. Trossard up top. For me, that's a solid 7.
Okay. Final one. Pedro, Lee, Elliot, and Tony. Sam W. and Barry have gone with Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Timbers, Jorginho, Partey, Jesus. I don't know why the hell he's in midfield. Saka, Trossard, and Havertz. I can see what they're trying to do, but no, not for me. I'm sorry.
No, that's a 6. That's a 6.
I've noticed a lot of them don't want to start Sterling tomorrow, which really surprises me.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that are not happy with that Sterling signing.
Would you play Sterling up front?
I would. I've said this. I've said Havertz as the number 10. Have Sterling just in front of him because
false 9. Yes.
Reminds me of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
He is still a talented young man, and he's 29, isn't he? Sterling, I think.
The play that really worries me is Gabriel.
Yeah.
What a season he's had to start off with. Gabriel, for me, I think he's been outstanding for you guys.
Who's that? Sorry, mate. I didn't hear the name.
Gabriel.
Oh, Gabriel.
And Ray. Ray. He's done brilliantly, I have to say.
Yeah, to be fair, he's saved us some points so far this season, Ray has.
Some of the saves he's come out with, it's like...
Yeah, he has.
Yeah, Vicario, for me, is better, but Ray is up there. He's a talent. I feel sorry for the other lad that went to Southampton.
Rambo. Yeah.
Yeah, I really felt
Tequila.
sorry for him. Yeah,
he's been a suck up now because he's already said screw Arsenal.
No,
so now he's sucking up.
No, he's been really. Tequila is the cornerstone of our channel.
He is. I do love Tequila. Must have some respect. Pictures of the Bayern Munich board. Yeah. Probably Boris. And Dermot flying at the flag for Spurs.
As always.
Carlisle's sporting director looking like Ricky Martin and do not.
All right. I was thinking that. Chris.
Which why Alex Neil was in running, but apparently it's Richardson. Everton still on 0 points, 4 games in.
God, Everton still.
Yeah.
Everton going down this year, I think.
I think so.
Yeah, it is. Aim for the knees, boys, says Tequila. I hate bloody halves when I'm doing player ratings with JJ for Carlisle. He goes halves. I'm like, what's the point? Well, exactly. I can't stand halves. Just.
God,
just make you think.
Just don't need ratings, you know.
Yeah. I think Arsenal should start with Partey Zinchenko as double pivot, Trossard as a 10, Saka Havertz.
An Irish thing.
Tamina, big up to Tamina. I'll write your prediction down. I've not seen you for a while, Tamina, so I hope you're doing well. I'll write yours down, 6-0.
I have to say, I've been well respected by the Arsenal fans in the chat. I have to say, fair play to them.
Oh, no, always respected.
Very polite.
Oh, yeah.
Play Raheem left wing and drop Marseille on the bench. To be fair, Domino, I'm with that. I don't mind that at all. Havertz plays striker tomorrow. Rayo, White, Sleeper, Gabriel, Timber, Partey, Jorginho, Kai, Saka, Sterling, Havertz, Sterling, Martinelli. Kai 10. See, King. This is why I love you, mate. That is exactly how I would do it. I think that's beautiful. I honestly do think that would be an absolute nightmare for some defences. Pace again, Ange high line is like giving candy to children. It's 100%.
You lot are in for such an awakening tomorrow when you come to our play. You really are. When we win, there's going to be so many tears of Arsenal crying.
We shall see. We shall see.
Yeah. Well, that's why we're going to a toilet bowl, isn't it? We're going to a toilet bowl, so the Kleenex will be ready for, you've got to dry those eyes.
No, that's the Aviva you're talking about, not White Hart Lane.
Yeah, we've got a different week, and we've got City next Sunday, which I'm not looking forward to that one either.
I worked on your stadium for about 3 years.
Yeah, you did, didn't you?
Yeah, I remember saying, that's right.
Yeah. Everton started badly last season, to be fair, but I don't think Dyche can last this long. No, I don't think he will.
Chris, I think he'll be the first to go.
I would. I think Nuno could go to Everton,
I think what Everton will probably do, they need to get this takeover sorted, because obviously they're in takeover talks at the moment. So I think they might wait for that to happen. They'll probably sack Dyche anyway, but I don't think they'll appoint someone until. But it wouldn't surprise me if he was from the continent, if I'm honest. I got a feeling they're going to go.
Pickford would probably want Southgate.
I think.
He probably wants Southgate.
I've
just got a feeling they're going French. That's what I've got a feeling they're going French.
And just a quick question, guys. With the Man City thing starting Monday, is it pivotal that whoever finishes second, if you say you're going to go for the title, that you need to finish second in case Man City do get relegated? That whoever, it's a race for second, isn't it? Whatever happens to Man City,
the punishment will happen before the end of the season.
Yeah.
So
is it vital that you're there and that me, us, and you are thereabouts at the end of the season? Because it could end up going to the last game of the season if the Premier League have the balls to do what they should do.
Well, don't forget, it's not down to the Premier League; it's down to the independent panel. The Premier League have given their evidence. They'll be asked some questions over the next few months as well. It's independent panel now, so it has nothing to do with the Premier League. But they've built their case.
Yeah, but do you feel the Premier League's been tainted by this?
No.
As a product?
What I would say is no owner should think they're bigger than what the Premier League is. And the Premier League was founded by 20 clubs. That's how it was done. It was created by 20 clubs.
Yeah, wasn't it Tottenham, Arsenal, Liverpool?
The shareholders, a lot of people forget the shareholders of the Premier League are the 20 clubs that are actually in the Premier League at the time. So obviously now Ipswich are part of it. Whoever falls down is not part of it. So Burnley, let's give an example. So the Premier League is run pretty much by the teams themselves. So Man City know the rules. They know it. They agree to the rules. They might not necessarily agree every single time, but at the end of the day, majority rules. That's how it works in life. If you want to carry on being a child, which I would say Man City are, and not follow the rules, then they deserve punishment.
Could the 19 other clubs just walk away, say, right, okay, then we're taking the ball, we're going away.
It will be interesting to see what the 19 clubs do. Depending on what happens, obviously, I don't know. No one knows the outcome because it's down to the independent panel. Yeah. No one knows. Everyone can assume they know, but the independent panel will have to listen to all the evidence, read all the evidence. There is a hell of a lot of it, so it is going to take a good few months. I don't expect anything until about February time. March.
Is it spring? Is it spring next
February,
year?
March is what I'm expecting. Yeah. The actual case itself will take 8 weeks, but then there's a lot of other stuff that has to be done after that as well. So, for me, a good 4 or 5 months for me.
I just feel this Premier League season is going to be who's ever going to be second or third. It's going to be vital who's in that top 4. Because if Man City are found guilty, you say, right, you're kicked out. and it drops down, you have to be there and thereabouts. So I think it's vital teams start picking up points early and start being there and thereabouts. And I feel for the Premier League as an intended as a product, I think they have to do whoever's doing the independent inquiry or the independent judge have to come to the right decision for the sake of football, because football's on trial here. It's not just the Premier League; it's the whole of football. It's on trial, and they have to come to the right decision. And it's not fair on you guys, because if you come second for the last 2 seasons, right? That's 2 Premier League titles you could have won for a team that supposedly have cheated. So my question to you two is, how do you two feel about that? Because is there something inside you thinking, or do you think fair's fair? We weren't good enough and we came second. But when you hear all this evidence and you lads come second twice, that's 2 titles that have been taken away from you for not the right reasons in some cases.
My position on this is we need to do enough ourselves. I'm one of those that I don't care how someone else performs. Well, all I matter is how our club does. I don't care if City have a bad game. I don't care if City have won a game. I couldn't give a monkey's butt. I care about Arsenal Football Club. I expect, and I know this will never happen, but I expect Arsenal to win 38 games. That's how I expect. I expect us to win 38 games. I don't expect us to draw. I don't expect us to lose. I want us to win every single game. I know it's not achievable, but that's how I look at it. I don't care how City get on. I don't care how Liverpool get on. I don't expect teams to do us a favour. Like we're going to do anyone a favour. Like seriously, come on. That's my point on it.
Yeah, I get you. I get what you're saying, but I just feel fans must feel a little bit aggrieved if they've been found guilty of cheating or slandering the rules, that you could have won 2 leagues. And I get that. And I'm the same with Tottenham, Bobby. That's how I feel. You do. But I feel if they are found guilty, I feel very sorry for the teams that have come second over the last 5 years, because it's not fair on you guys. You guys have played by the rules. 19 clubs have played by the rules. The one club hasn't. And it's not fair on the other 19 clubs that have played on the same playing field where one hasn't. I just feel it's not fair, and it's not right.
I just want to make a statement there. 18 clubs have played fair to the rules. There is another club that haven't played to the rules. Just saying.
Oh, okay. It's not Tottenham.
No, everyone knows who it is. We're waiting for the punishment.
I'm the same. Yeah, exactly. But you know what? I'm the same as Bobby. I have the same feelings. For me, we 2 seasons ago, 93% of the season we led the league, should have won it. And last season, towards the end of the season, that Villa game didn't help. So for me, I felt that we should have won it last season before. And it's about what we do. And also for me, I want to challenge the best. It's just like years ago for us. We, during the time when George Graham beat Kenny Dalglish, and no one had thought that was possible. No one could beat Liverpool. No one could beat Liverpool. That's what they were all saying in the 80s. They're unstoppable. We're unstoppable. Same thing, Wenger, Ferguson, and Wenger beat Ferguson 3 times. So for me, it's about what we do, and I would want us to win the league, beating Pep Guardiola.
But you're playing the best tomorrow. You're playing the best tomorrow.
I love you, Dermot.
Oh, I thought you meant. I thought you meant we're playing. I thought you meant we're playing them next week.
I get what Brenny's saying. I get what Brenny's saying, and I agree with that. You want to beat the best, but I just feel for football as a whole, and from where it is at the moment, football's on a knife edge at the moment, in my opinion. And I really want football to be saved, because it's a game we all love. It's a game we all adore. We all support our teams, but we all love football. And the right result has to come for the game of football.
Yeah, but Dermo, can I just say, and I speak for Bobby as well. Yeah, can I just say that? Say for example, they were guilty, found relegated. You won't be seeing myself or Bobby giving it. Oh yeah, well you know what? That means we're going to win a league for 5 years on the trot now because City got relegated. We're not even getting thinking that because other teams can make an impression as well.
Yeah, we won't be winning much if we only win one League Cup.
It's not a given. It's not a given that we can win a Premier League regardless of what happens to City. It's not a given.
No, we wouldn't win anything if Man City get done well in one League Cup. So I don't think we'd be very quiet about it. We just sit there and thank you. But it's for me, it's for football. It's for football for its soul, and that's the way I look at it.
I get that.
The problem is, if this was not Man City, if this was a case against, I'm trying to pick a team that I can pick fairly on here, Aston Villa, right?
Yeah, there wouldn't be so much scandal around it.
The fear that the Premier League have would not be as high. Man City are extremely rich, have appointed the most horrendous QC you'll ever find. The fact that he defended our own Prime Minister when he broke so many rules, it's unbelievable.
Oh, it's him, is it?
Yes, it's the same one that Boris hired.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
So not this Boris in the chat, by the way, as in our former Prime Minister. Yeah. That speaks volumes to me. It's the type of person you Better Call Saul comes to mind.
Yeah. What's it? £10,000 an hour.
Exactly. They've got an army of lawyers, an army, and that's the bit that worries me. Is
I'm supporting the Premier League here. I'm supporting the Premier. I'm going to get my placard.
I just hope that the evidence is there. Man City, they know full well they've done something. They're going to try and get out of it. That's what I think. They're going to try and find loopholes. That's how I think that will happen.
I've delayed the challenge quite well. Well done.
No, it's still happening. Tamina says Calafiori left back tomorrow. From what I've heard, Calafiori has got a knock, so I don't think he'll be playing, Tamina, unfortunately. I was so happy Liverpool lost. It was funny to see, says Tamina. Big up to Kig, say big up Bobby and the panel. Big up to you, mate. Arsenal good in the air. Can't wait to see Gilsey. It's not 115 charges. It's a lot more. A lot of people seem to stick with this 115. It's a lot more than 115. With Southgate, does he want to get back into Premier League quickly, or does he want to rest for some time? I just hoping that I never have to see him manage again, if I'm honest. Hope Mo to go back for tomorrow. Unfortunately, Tamina he won't be. Mohamed going for 5-0. There's a lot of confidence onto that, to be honest. 5-0.
5-0. Like, look at that. Oh, look at that. What a goal by Brady.
Why did it take so many years for the Premier League to build a case against City? It was clear in the beginning of the project that there was a lot of questionable numbers coming out. It wasn't adding up. Because I can't say. I can't. I've just realised what I was about to say. I can't say. The truth will come out at the end. If I can talk about it at the end, I will. But there is a reason behind it. And it's a very good reason. It's nothing dodgy or anything like that. It's a very good reason. And hopefully it comes out. It should do.
Without saying too much, Bobby, I have an awful lot of respect for you at the moment. And you know what I mean by everything I have a hell of a lot of respect for you at the moment, man, because you must be under a hell of a lot of what. So I tip my hat off to you, man. You are a legend. And Brenny as well. But you are a legend and a really, really so.
Thank you, mate.
I think you deserve a lot of credit for what you're doing and what you're trying to do.
I do my best. Big up to Stephen. Not seeing you for 100%. A while as well. There's a lot of people we haven't seen for a while, so it's nice to see everyone again. They must be guilty. The result depends how severe it is. I do believe they'll be found guilty. I just don't know how severe they'll be found guilty. I think they'll find some loopholes because they've got the worst QC in the world. Sorry, but I do. I don't care if he comes for me either. I don't stand him.
I'll back you up.
He's horrendous. Backing someone like our Prime Minister. Sorry. Nah, see you later.
Which one? You had a few.
Boris, backing that guy up. I'm sorry. Well, Arsenal fans also have to think as well. They didn't do enough since they lost Kike. Oh yeah, 100%. We don't do enough sometimes. We we cock up ourselves, and it's on us. Last season is on us that we didn't win it. The season before is on us. We didn't win it. It's as simple as that. As far as I'm concerned, if we do what we should do every single game, we win the league. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. I don't care what City do. If we beat them twice and we win every single game, we've won the league. It's as simple as that. That's how I look at it. It's very simple football sometimes. Pursuing City and Arsenal, says Boris. Maybe Liverpool. I'm not sure yet, but maybe.
I actually tipped Liverpool to win the league this year. I did that on my channel. On our channel, I picked Liverpool to win.
Yeah, I just don't know. City won't get punished, but let's see what happens. Exactly. No one knows. Everyone can say that all these experts that I've seen on different radios and news channels.
I know they're going to get punished. Simon Jordan told me they're going to get punished. Whatever Simon Jordan said must be true.
Yeah.
I think Arteta was playing mind games with the Odegaard situation. He is very clever in that. He is very clever, but I've been told he's out. So if he's done one heck of a bluff, then well done. All this we can't beat City is absolute nonsense. So does 2019-20 season not exist then? True. Dermot, what's it in Wexford's turf?
Great stuff.
The problem with City's situation is that they have able to assemble a winning squad. Yet, without following the rules, allegedly, they would not have these players if they didn't cheat. 100%. Maybe it is the former guest. Who knows? Big up to Carl. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're getting better as well.
Yeah, Carl.
I know you're going through some health issues at the moment. Dermot hates City and Arsenal. That's why he said Liverpool. Right.
Now, can I just say very quickly? I hate City. I dislike Arsenal. But I respect the guys. But I picked Liverpool because I think Liverpool have a better chance of winning the league. I think it's between Arsenal and Liverpool this year for the league.
No, we'll wait and see. To be honest, right now, I haven't got a clue. City look good.
Yeah,
Liverpool look good, but obviously possible.
Had their blip today.
And we don't look great at the moment, so...
And you're going to lose tomorrow, so there you go.
I think Arteta and Ange are both playing mind games with Basuma and Odegaard. Most Irish Premier League fans follow Liverpool, so it makes sense.
I don't know why. I'm the only... Do you know there's very few Irish Tottenham fans in Ireland?
No, there's a lot of Liverpool ones, aren't there? And Man United. Yeah. Liverpool and Man United are the two main
I think in my town, Gorey, there's about 10 of us. That's it.
Yeah.
But I've seen 3 Arsenal fans the other day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's only 3 Arsenal fans in the whole of Ireland. They go hide, and the other come out on the other occasions. So,
yeah, we'll see. Right, Dermot's trying to be putting this off as long as possible. Too late now. It's time.
Yeah.
Right, I will leave the challenge rules up because I have changed the rules from last season's Dermot's new one. So it is choose 6 from the Arsenal, which will be chosen by Dermot. And Brenny will choose the 5 from Tottenham. No unavailable players. Yep. So if I've said out, you can't pick them. But if they're doubts, you can pick them. Right. It's fine.
I better put up the Arsenal squad now.
Okay, if they're doubts, you can pick them. Right.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, change it now. If they're doubts, you can still pick them. You've got to have 1 defender, 1 midfielder, and 1 forward from the opposition, Brenny. So you've got to have that now. So it has to be 1 midfielder because I've noticed a lot of people were putting a lot of clumps of defenders or midfielders together just to try and get your favourite defenders in or something. And I've just mixed it up a bit. Once you select a player, you cannot swap him. So once you've said he's going in. Formation of the home team is always selected. So it's a 4-2-3-1 because it's Tottenham's formation. No former players, present squad only. Yes, I've had to put that in there because someone has mentioned Bergkamp a few times over the years. Walcott has been mentioned to me. Who else has been mentioned? Henri. We've had Gascoigne. We've had all sorts of players over the years that I've been doing this.
Stepanos.
It's just present squad. So, right. Who should I pick first? Dermot. Yes, I'm going to do it differently.
He's been eager.
Yes, Dermot. You've got to pick 6 Arsenal players.
And then any position.
And has to be at least one defender, one midfielder, and one forward.
Okay.
At least.
So do I pick the goalkeeper?
You can pick the goalkeeper's up to you. So obviously, if you've picked the goalkeeper, then that obviously takes it away from Brenny's. But it's just you're getting the first dibs. You've got to pick 6 Arsenal players.
I am going to go for Ben White.
Okay.
I'm going for Havertz.
Okay, where do you want to put Havertz?
Havertz in midfield, central midfield.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
I'm going to pick Saka and Sterling as wingers.
Okay.
And then is it one more?
Yes.
And I am going to pick. Do you know what? I'm going to put Martinelli up front.
Okay. Interesting.
Ooh. There was someone I was going to put up front now, but yeah.
Hang on. Actually, you've only picked 5 so far, because don't forget you're doing 6 Arsenal.
Oh God, I've got to pick one more. Have I?
Yeah.
And then I will pick. I pick Raya and goal.
Raya and goal. Okay. I'm just checking this is fine. Yeah, because obviously you can't. Obviously, because of the formation, this makes it a bit tricky. But yeah, I'm going to allow this because it's just funny that Dermot's had to pick 6 Arsenal, so I'm allowing it. Brenny, so you've now got 2 midfielders, a left back, and 2 centre backs to choose.
Okay. Well, centre back, got to go Romero.
Yep. Okay, Romero. Okay.
Okay. So 2 centre backs, 2 midfielders, right? Central midfielders.
Yeah.
And
2 centre midfielders and a
left back.
Yeah.
Left back. Oh, left back's got to be doggy, in it.
Okay.
Destiny.
Udogie. Okay. So you've still got 2 centre midfielders and a centre back.
Bissouma. He's got to be there.
Okay.
Sarr as well in midfield.
Yeah, Pape Sarr. Yep. That leaves 1 centre back. Now, Van de Ven is a doubt, so you can pick him if you wish to.
Yes, please, because I think I do rate him, actually.
Quickest defender in the league.
That means absolutely nothing in football, just so you know.
It means a lot for Tottenham.
Yes.
Right, let's just share the team. Let's make sure everyone can see it. They can. Awesome stuff. So this is the team that Dermot and Brenny have gone with for the challenge. You've got Raya in goal, White, Romero, Van de Ven, Udogie, Bissouma, Sarr, Saka, Havertz, Sterling, and Gabriel Martinelli. Now I get to score this. Let's have a think.
You better give this a good score, Brenny. You know, we've put a lot into this.
I know.
You know, good teamwork.
That's a very good back line, that. Yeah,
it is a very good
back line. I quite like the front line, to be honest. You got Havertz playing like the false 10, and you got Martinelli at the. Yeah, to be honest, that's going to have to get a 10.
Jesus.
I'm always fair on the challenges. I'm always fair.
Tottenham and Arsenal fans can work together. You see, it can work.
But you are up against 2 other.
Well, that's the thing.
And here we go. So, yes.
Hope they didn't get 11.
Okay, so we're going to start with Donna Maria first, who represents Tottenham. Now, she has gone with Raya, White, Udogie, Romero, Gabriel, Partey, Maddison, Havertz, Kulusevski, Trossard, and Son. I have to be honest, I like that. I like Kulu. I'd take it Kulu at Arsenal. So,
well, apparently Brandon Johnson wants to go to Arsenal, so you can have him.
Donna Marie is going to get a 10 because that's a good team. Claire has gone with Raya, Porro, Timber, Romero, Saliba, Jorginho, Sarr, Maddison, Saka, Son, and Jesus. I feel like that's a 9. I don't know why. That midfield just looks a bit weak. Jorginho, Sarr. I like Sarr, but I think he needs someone strong behind him. Jorginho, I don't feel that strong anymore.
Jesus, I'm not. I don't think he's a great striker, you know.
Yeah, I'm leaning more towards a 9 for that one, if I'm honest. So Claire gets a 9.
You should have given more than 10. Be fair.
No, I've got to be harsh. And I am harsh.
No. Put it to a vote. Brenny, what do you reckon? Give Claire a 10? What do you reckon? Be fair?
I'm not saying anything.
Because he knows he does the challenge with me all the time. I'm the one that creates the altar files.
Can I just say, me and Dakila are meant to do this, but we are going to start it from next week. So we're not nicking your idea. We're going to borrow it and do it.
Oh no, it's fine. Don't worry, it's my creation.
You just need to send me the rules over, Bobby.
We've got some. There's a Leicester fan that now does it. I can't remember what his name is, but we had him on the channel last season or season before, and he said he was going to take the idea, and I said, "Go for it." I love the people. Just it opens your mind to the opposition a bit more, and that's why I do it. It's not to like trap anybody or trip anybody up.
I love it.
Just make you think about the actual.
Can you send me the rules on WhatsApp so I can remember?
Yeah, I'll send you the rules. No problem, mate. Let's have a look. Where did I get to? Big up to King saying, big up Bobby. Much respect. Thank you. Appreciate it, mate. Bobby, will Hollywood make the Prem in 2 seasons? I'm guessing you're talking about Wrexham. I think they'll definitely make the Championship. I think Ryan and Rob will have to look into another bit of investment. I know that they've been talking about it over the years anyway. I think they'll have to have a look at another investor. Not saying that they're poor. I don't know who said poor, but I just feel they need another bit of a push once they get to the Championship, because it is very hard to get out of the Championship. I think there is quite a big gap where Wrexham are currently to how they need to be. So I think someone will need to invest quite a bit of money. So I think they'll look at another investor. I think they'll come up this season. I don't think they'll have a problem. But I think Championship, they might be there a little bit longer than they want. But eventually they'll get there, I think. And I love it. And obviously Arsenal fans and Wrexham obviously have a history with them. Yeah, not a great one, if I'm honest, but I've definitely grown to love Wrexham over the years. But yeah, it was Mickey. Oh, what's his name? Mickey. What was his name? Can't remember his name now. What was his name that scored against us? Mickey something, wasn't it? Long-haired fella.
Yeah, Mickey Thomas. He played for Man United and Chelsea back in the day.
Yeah.
He played for Wales. Yeah, he was a Welsh international as well. And then Steve Watkins scored the winner. And then we had a goal disallowed right at the end, but I don't know what it was. I still to this day don't know what it was for.
Don't know. Still 0-0 in the Chelsea versus Bournemouth game. I'll be honest, I have no idea what time that even kicked off. Was it 8 o'clock? So still 0-0 between those two. Kings had a go. Oh, bless him. Raya, Whitesley, above VDV, Udogi, Partey, Basuma, Madison, Saka, Kai, Son. That's easily a 10 as well, mate. That's a the midfield with Claire was just a bit too weak. Jorginho and Sarr, I just feel they're a bit too easily pushed over. That's the only issue that I had. If it was either Partey or Basuma in there, I'd been a little bit nicer, but I have to be harsh. Vicario, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Timber, Basuma, Sarr. See, there you go. You got Basuma there. You got the muscle. Madison, Saka, Trossard, Son, easily a 10 as well. Well done, Chris. Hez's, who's got these? Yeah, I was wondering who's got loads of cars going on. Is that one of you two? Because it might be me, but I'll be honest, I've got headphones on. Who's got loads of? Was that you? Was it Dermot?
No, it's not me.
Was it you, but Rennie, with the cars?
What's that?
In the back? Was it you with the cars beeping in the background?
What's that?
Oh, you didn't hear
cars
it either.
in the background.
Yeah,
it would be me. where I live on a high street, so.
Okay, no, that's fine. I live down one of those roads where literally, if someone's in the way, they just toot for the fun of it. So it could have been me as well.
What Bobby's trying not to tell you that
they do it around here as well.
He lives in Wolves, where he owns, and he's in the boardroom at the moment, and the fans are just beeping their approval of him, how he's running Wolverhampton.
Oh, God.
And he gets
the fans.
And he gets free fish and chips from the local chippy because he's doing such a great job.
Does goalkeeper count as a defender? Goalkeepers is always a free choice. I'll never tell. It's always got to be one defender, one midfielder, and forward. Screw Liverpool. That is my analysis. Tequila, what are you on tonight?
Keane's back in again.
Yeah. He's had another go. Still a 10, mate. Stole my idea. Me and Dermot were meant to do this until an idiot ruined it for us. Okay, fair enough. Now, I've been doing the challenge ever since I started doing the previews, haven't I, Brent? I just, for me, I've always done it as an icebreaker. It just breaks the ice. It gets you talking about
that's
your
right.
team in a possible way. And I just thought, it's not, a lot of people have these issues with combined 11s. It's not a combined 11. It's a challenge. It's to get 6 Arsenal players and 5 Tottenham players in the same team.
Anyone else who does it?
No, exactly. Yeah. Combined 11s.
I don't know anyone else who does it.
No, combined 11s. Yeah, I get it.
It's incredible.
Combined 11s are just very biased opinions for me. I've seen so many Arsenal fans. What was it? There's a certain Arsenal fan that's big on YouTube, and I remember him saying, and I think once Brenny hears me say what I'm talking about, he'll know who I'm on about. I don't want to mention his name, but he said that there is no Real Madrid player that would get in the Arsenal team, and I was like, "What are you on about, mate?"
Yeah.
You know who I'm on about, don't you?
Yeah.
And I'm
there's only one person would have said that. Yeah.
And I'm like, what are you on about, you crazy person? Seriously.
Is it from that crazy YouTube channel?
Oh, no. He probably still believes that.
He does go on that. He does go on that, yes.
Does he? Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't get it. I don't get it. But yeah. Kulu is a 10 for me, not a winger. I would have him as like an alternative to Saka sometimes. I do think he can be a dangerous winger in the right kind of squad. Jesus is a winger. That is spot on. Yes, 100%. If Arsenal or Tottenham get Carlisle in the cup, then it's pointless challenge because no car. Well, it will be one hell of a challenge then, won't it, Chris? Because I guarantee I'm getting you on for that, mate. I'll tell you.
Don't worry, we've got Coventry on Wednesday. I mean, we've got the Revenge of '87 coming up.
Oh, that's going to be. To be honest, Coventry have got a good team, though. They've got a good team.
I know.
The Championship's the hardest league to get out of, and
they should have been in the cup final last season.
It should have been. Updates here. Penalty given for Bournemouth. Sanchez have saved it.
Yeah,
there's just 2 penalties taken today by United and Bournemouth, and both have been saved. The entire Real Madrid team would come into the Arsenal team, completely replace the starting 11 and the bench. I wouldn't say they're complete, but there's definitely a lot of them that would get.
And the manager.
There's a few. Yeah,
there's a few. There's definitely no way that what the guy was saying about no Real Madrid player will get into the Arsenal team is ridiculous. I'm sorry. I take him in a heartbeat now with some of them. But it is what it is. Right. Yeah, obviously, Dermot, you've already given me your prediction of a 3-0.
Yeah.
You sticking with that?
No, I'm going for 4-0. I'm going to be totally deluded.
Okay.
After what Brenny said, and that is true.
Oh my gosh.
I did say 3-0 and you were 3-0 within 20 minutes. I was thinking to myself during the watch along.
Okay.
Maybe I need a bit of reverse psychology.
Brenny, what are you going to go with, mate?
3-1. I don't think we'll keep a clean sheet.
Okay, you get obviously Arsenal win, yeah?
Yes.
No, he's gone for a Spurs 3-1. He knows he's going to concede.
I'll be honest, mate. I'm going for a Tottenham win because I do think Tottenham will win.
No.
I've got a horrible feeling we'll lose.
You're doing it, Timmy.
Yeah, I'll do an attempt.
No, Temi does a 6-0 defeat. I'm not doing a 6-0 defeat.
When Bobby says when Arsenal lose, they win. And when they says they're going to win, they lose. He's very good at reverse psychology, Bobby.
I'm trying to think. I'm going to go with 3-2 to Tottenham.
I'm just looking behind Brenny and two respected players. What a players they were behind you, Brenny.
Oh, Rocky and King say we must win these games. No excuses.
Incredible players.
Chris is going for 3-1 to the
Chris, I liked you once.
Chris, what time does the Azerbaijan Grand Prix start tomorrow? Because I hope
it starts the same. It's the same time as the. Yeah, we had it last week or before the international break. Same time as the Italian Grand Prix.
I like the Azerbaijan Grand Prix.
So do I, actually. To be fair, should we skip the North London Derby just to watch along on the Azerbaijan Grand Prix?
Oh no, Chris is saying it's 12.
Is it 12?
It's 12. Oh, that's all right then.
Oh, that's all right then.
Hey, excellent stuff. So Chris has gone for 3-1 to the Arsenal.
Boris gone for 2-1.
I feel it would be 2-1 Spurs, Solanke. Okay. I'll write all these down. Excellent stuff.
From Clive Wilson assist. I mean, he's still playing, is he?
Odebert, isn't it? Wilson, Odebert. Yeah, good player he is, to be fair. Dermot, thank you ever so much for coming on, mate.
Yeah.
No, thank you for inviting me, man. I love doing these. I haven't been on here for a while. Bobby's probably thinking, thank God, and Brendan's thinking, Jesus, thank God he's going. But no, I enjoy doing these. I enjoy doing these, and I love coming on with you, Bobby. Anyway, it's
always a pleasure having you on, man.
Yeah, I always come off this streams right. Happy, I come on happy, but my missus says she always hears me laughing. Mrs. Strong, when I'm doing the show with you and Brenny or you and Colin, I'm always laughing doing watch-alongs. It's so funny. So I will become an Arsenal watch-alongs joining you two this season, as I have done last season, to be fair. I was your lucky charm.
Your lucky charm.
Your lucky charm.
Oh, yeah.
Especially the Luton game when I kept on going for Luton going to win all the time, and then you got one.
If Dermot watches it, then Southampton will end up winning
that game.
Jeez. Oh yeah. I don't want any games like that again, if I'm honest.
You're going to get one tomorrow.
Dermot, where can they find you, my friend?
They can find me, of course, if you like what I have to say, of course, and you like deluded talk, then I am your man. Dermatron is your man. You can find myself, Tequila, Boris, and Colin over on THFC Till I Die, the best Tottenham channel around, the #1 Irish Spurs channel. Mr. Harris, I'm coming after your title. And that's a private joke, by the way. And we're 10, we're 80 away from 2K, so we'd love to get to 2K. And but please like and subscribe here on the Armory, also on the Full Time Sports Network as well. Great channel, our channel partners as well. For over a year and a bit now, we've been YouTube partners. And I have to say, love Brenny, love Bobby, two brilliant lads. And you know what? Absolute legends. But come over to HFC Till I Die and give us a like and a subscribe. I would appreciate it.
Thank you, mate. Brenny, where can they find you, my friend?
Hey, everybody. You can always find me here on the Armory TV. Love being on here, and big up to Bobby, my PB, as always. And Dermo singing in the background there. I thought he was singing "Glory, Glory, Man United" there, but praising the win today against Southampton. But
Spurs.
There we go. And Also, you can see. I'm also on X as well. I've got quite a few past highlights, as I always do, as you all know. I always do that with past games at White Hart Lane, win, lose or draw. They're on there, so give them a look over, even as far back as the 70s, and also on Instagram Threads. I've been doing some stuff on Threads as well, so you can find me on there.
Brilliant stuff. Cheers, mate. You'll catch me tomorrow because I'll be doing the watch along. I don't know why I'm doing it, but I'm going to.
I was going to ask you, how come you're not joining me?
Well, what I was going to try and do, it's going to be quite tricky because we're on X over here. Obviously, so I was going to try and do it from our end, so we go to X, but also be in your one as well at the same time. So it's going to be quite tricky, but I'm going to try my best to do it. I'll see how it works because obviously,
apparently you got to sign up to premium to now go out on X now.
Yeah, we've got 2 X's that run from this side. So
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for that. You got 2 X's. I'm sorry you got 2 X's.
Oh, bloody hell. But obviously there's my one, which is my personal one, but we also got G, and G is a big Arsenal Twitter person, so he's got loads of followers. We've got 240 people watching right now. So I think what did we have a couple of weeks ago, Bren? We had like 10,000 people watching.
We did indeed. Yeah,
it was
that's right.
Absolutely mental. So which is why we're still trying to do it from this side, because obviously we can
I am gonna go. I didn't realise that you have to pay, but I will pay for it. You do get confused, but look, you won't deserve, man. I mean,
thank you, mate. I can't remember what game was it. What was 10,000 views? But I can't remember what game it was. It wasn't even a big game, was it?
It was. It may have been the Emirates Cup.
Yeah, it was like actually, it wasn't even like an actual Premier League game. It was a
I think it was. Who were we playing in the Emirates Cup? Was it Leon?
Leon. Yeah.
We got mad numbers for QPR away to QPR. In pre-season, it's like
QPR massive, mate. That's what it is. QPR massive.
Yeah. Anyway, as
we've always got a soft spot for QPR. Always will have.
We got a soft spot.
I think they lost today.
Did they?
Yeah, we've got a soft spot for Everton on our channel.
All right, so let's have a look. See what people have been saying before I wrap this up. It's mainly Tequila, actually. Tequila saying club. Gonna club Harris as well. Thanks for the show, lads. Thank you, Tequila. Remember, if you ain't clubbing, you ain't trying. Tequila, what are you drinking? Brady is a very handsome man. No, I don't swing that way. Just an observation. Also, my best mate, Bobby. All the best. Tequila's just been going on a bad one in here. Gotta go triple X. What are you on? Hate that I have to go triple X, but I like food too much.
I tell you one thing.
I thought he's watching the movie.
I think he's going to go into the Royal Rumble. I think next year.
Who?
Tequila. I mean, Chris is just laughing so much. Chris is just rolling around the floor laughing, and everyone's just like, "Why are you laughing, Chris?" I'm just finding this stream so funny. 243 of you thinking, 2 sensible lads. Who's this loony Irish Tottenham fan? Who's he?
Right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up because I need to put my son to bed. So take care, and I'll speak to you all tomorrow. I will be here for the watch along. I will be here for the match reaction as well. So I'll take care.
I may join you. I'll let you know what's happening. Take care.
Yeah, Brent. Yeah, you can always let me know anyway, mate. All right.
Cheers, mate.
Guys,
Thanks.
Speak to you later. Take care. Bye-bye.